This is Life for You, the first TV magazine in Second Life, with Kira Singh and Christoph Broom.
Hello everyone! Come and join us today on an incredible expedition. Discover snow-capped romance while skiing on beautiful powder snow. And stroll along under the ocean, breathlessly gazing at the hidden wonders of the underwater world.
And save tons of carbon dioxide, 'cause y'all are doing it in Second Life. Who needs to fly to Bali? The Climate Summit in Second Life. Who was there, what was discussed, and how virtual worlds can influence the real-life pollution debate. A stroll through a fuel cell. How Second Life can revolutionize our technical understanding. Explore molecular processes by simply watching them. An ocean in Colorado. A journey into the abyss. Second Life's finest underwater world. Is it a diving site or a museum? We'll find out.
Our Earth continues to suffer from rampant pollution, and as a result, more and more companies are trying to clean up their act. But can they be trusted? If we want to save the planet, don't we need more government control?
Thousands of experts, policymakers, and activists met in Bali, Indonesia, to discuss just what industrialized and developing countries have to do in order to make the world a greener place.
And of course, the virtual Bali meetings in Second Life saved lots of carbon dioxide, because people didn't have to fly. Draxter Dupre was there.
Thousands of delegates from over 190 countries came to Bali for the United Nations Climate Change Conference, trying to hammer out a roadmap for solving climate issues. On opening day, Executive Secretary Ivo de Boer emphasized
the urgent need to really get resources flowing to developing countries.
De Boer later summed up the part Western countries should play post-Bali.
It's clear to everyone that industrialized countries will have to continue to take the lead.
So as temperatures are rising, what interest did this hot-button issue generate in the Web 2.0 arena, specifically Second Life? Only about 10 avatars were at one virtual Bali event last week, most of them the usual suspects. Activist Delia Lake says in order to fight global warming, we have to include the human capital existing in the developing world.
We can't say that because of a person's status in a country that that person might not have something valuable to contribute. We're building the bridges as we walk on them.
Delia and the organizer of Virtual Bali, Peter Sun Slade, are members of the Environmental Council in SL. For the past year, Peter Sun has been building up the One Climate group of islands, managing exhibits and providing meeting spaces as an alternative to travel in real life.
Meeting is the crucial value add, if you like, from Second Life in tackling climate change. We're all going to have to travel less, particularly fly a lot less in the years to come.
Vehicles made up of binary code are even friendlier to the environment than the solar taxi currently shuttling delegates around in Bali. Peter says governments have to come up with tough legislation because it makes no sense to allow known polluters to self-regulate.
If you're an oil company, you're in real trouble. Your main asset and your main business must decline if we're to save the planet. Most of the green claims made by firms represent less than 5% of their actual carbon emissions. We're all playing around on the margins at the moment.
Playing around at the margins is not for Jasper Rickena. His London-based organization Energy Savings Trust gives free advice on how to save energy in the home. He says the average household could save up to 1.5 tons of carbon dioxide each year, and that adds up to quite a bit of money, which had been Jasper's main argument in days past.
We don't have to play the money card as much as we used to. Now there's such a lot of media attention going towards energy saving and climate change that it's easy for us. We are pushing an open door. We just need to help people and be very clear about what they can do.
There are many little steps people can take, from simply switching to energy-efficient light bulbs to setting up new insulation. My fearless friend Nildrich Aabai went into the House of Horror at One Climate Island to try some of the suggested improvements. The virtual household appliances themselves provided additional information. The fridge.
Did you know that replacing your old fridge freezer with one that's AAA rated could reduce your carbon footprint by more than 1/4 of a ton a year?
The television.
If you leave your TV and music stack on standby, they're likely to still be using 40% of the energy.
The washer-dryer and the beautification station.
Switching off half a dozen lights when you don't need them can take 1/4 ton off your carbon footprint.
But even with Al Gore winning the Nobel Peace Prize for his environmental work and Virtual Bali gaining media attention, with U.S. Congressman Edward Markey, chairman of the Select Committee on Energy Independence and Global Warming, showing up on closing day, it will still be very hard to combat the complacency of the masses. So let me be a shining example this holiday season by foregoing the purchase of a new iPhone. I guess my old handset will have to do for the next year. Riding my bike, rain or shine, I'm Drexter Dupre for Life4U News.
I'm caught the rain. I'm here to wash you sing.
Thanks, Drexter. But what is an iPhone?
Oh, Christoph, it's just some old-fashioned gadget they consider state-of-the-art in real life.
Don't they have a voice tool out there? Well, anyway, now let's take another look at one of the finalists from Life4U's Machinima contest last week. We're gonna show you the best contributions.
That's right, Christoph. Here's the video for the song I Walk Alone, created by Sophie Yates.
Life4U is back with news in brief, put together by Alwyn Garrigus.
Presented by SL Insight, the Second Life portal.
Presentation Virtual Bali. After a long and in-depth planning phase and roughly 2 months of construction, the Bartlett House is finally opened. The mansion was designed according to real-life specifications and was featured in the UK Guardian. The maker's idea was to test the Second Life platform to see how far it could push it in terms of supporting an architecture project on this scale. And now the door has been opened on a new era of architecture in the virtual world. Check out this awesome building.